Yes, that's right. You heard it here first. I, Take Out Grim, am back. And better than ever.
Out here in the fields.
And so, for my brother's 25th birthday, he decided to drag us along on a little adventure. This little adventure would involve us having to carry our own supplies, food, water, cooking equipment, roll mats, sleeping bags, and finally, our own tents. Mainly because we all snore. And with all of that on our backs, the idea was to hike over 5 days, and each day we would reach our next campsite for the night. Our starting point, the West Midlands. Our finishing point, Aberystwyth, in Wales. The participants included my brother, me, and our dear friend Rob, aka the only people stupid enough to accept this challenge. And I, of course, had an ingenious idea to document our journey using a video camera. So with our bags strapped to our backs, hope in our hearts, and a mountain of ignorance rushing through our blood, we set off to our first campsite.
We march. For our lands, for our families, for our freedoms. We march.
And this was the first thing I found to be noteworthy.
Sweet cows. There's another one.
Oh, hey, Gertrude.
What's up, bro? Oh, fucking.
Oh, hey, Gertrude.
Right, I say. Go up. Yeah. And then we just cut through this way. Hey?
That way south.
Shit.
Off you have a look.
Elliot then proceeded to explain how the map worked with lots of pointing. And after we agreed with him, we had our heading and set off.
Yeah, look, it must be fucking this way. What the fuck are they?
Sheep. Pressure sheep.
Dunno. Oh yeah, hang on, look at this fucker.
Yeah, definitely sheep.
What's up, motherfucker?
A common theme of this trip was me getting people to speak to the camera with either the mic not turned on or not plugged in at all.
Let's start again. I didn't have the mic on. Oh, the microphone! There's no pop filter on it.
It's alright, it's alright.
There you go. Speak!
Okay, so we come from Kimber, which is over that way, kind of. And we're going to get to Alverley. We're going to cross the River Severn, and we're going to follow it up north, all the way up to Bridgenorth, and then take a west turning, find our campsite, and go.
He then proclaimed that we would set up our tents and get some well-needed shut-eye.
Look at this big pile of shit. Both of you. Fucking microphone weren't plugged in. That's a big pile of shit. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. That's alright.
Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want me to explain?
Yeah, go on.
Right, so we've just been to Alverley. And now we're crossing the River Severn. And then we're following it all the way up. Yeah.
Elliot is then interrupted by Rob giving us an interesting fact about the Miners' Bridge, which didn't seem to land as good as he thought, so we decided to carry on. please take a moment with me to appreciate this part of the river.
We need to go down to fucking place near my parents' place and
Now there was one thing that we didn't expect to see, and that was the Dark Lord Sauron's lost army of ducks.
Look how many fucking ducks there are. Over there, look. I present to you the army of ducks.
Yes, those are the feet of the very fool who brought the wrong pair of shoes.
Fucking knackered. Fucking knackered. I'm just having some chicken curry with brown rice at the moment that Rob gave me.
And then we went to bed. Of all the ideas you may possibly fathom for how to solve my brother's poor shoes situation, forget them, as Elliot had other ideas.
Right, so what are you doing, Elliot?
So, turns out my boots are water resistant, but they're not fucking waterproof.
Why is that?
Well,
Because you didn't get the high top boots that were recommended.
yeah.
Yeah,
My girlfriend will say I told you so, and yeah.
So the boots that you really want are these ones.
Yeah.
His go to about there, and mine go to about there.
So what I'm doing is I'm bagging up my feet so they stay dry. Hang on, shall we? let's-
As soon as we walk past the first... Oh, I thought you meant back up your shoes and like everything, so you're walking in bin bags.
Nah, literally just my feet. So my feet are dry now.
Oh my god.
My feet are dry, right? And all I do oh. He's even got floaties if he falls in the river.
Yeah,
That's
so,
it. That's it.
So now, you oh. Yeah. You probably should have got the air out. You can't walk like that.
Hang on, if I
And after he explained to us his reasoning for the bin bags, we set off once again for our second day of the walk. And quickly realised we went the wrong way. Walking the right way this time, we first had to conquer a very large hill.
Now we're on this hill, then you've got to go all the way up there. So yeah,
Another 300 metres of hill, so
that's it.
Birds,
Birds! So many birds! So many birds. Just ate at a pub. We all had lovely food. Morale was quite high, and now it's raining. It is no longer high morale within the threesome. How else am I going to say it? Arg!
and then once again we found ourselves
Right.
exhausted
So what do we
and
do?
lost.
So, it appears we've gone the wrong way.
Yeah.
So there's a road over there. We're going to get to the road and we're going to follow that road down until we find some road signs and then we'll know where we are.
Yeah,
Right,
that's all we can do.
that's all we can fucking do.
We just walked through this, where it's been raining, as you saw, and now we are soaked.
Soaked till we're fucked.
The rain started to pour, with no town in sight, and the weight of our rucksacks we desperately needed to seek shelter. And lo and behold, we found just the thing.
We found this abandoned house on the way to, I don't even know where we're going, to be honest. So we're gonna chill in here for 10. We've been walking for a bit since we've been lost. Now we know where we're going. We're gonna chill in this fucking house. Oh. Fucking hell. Where's Rob? Rob! Fucking hell, look at this. Look at that. That's an old one.
That's fucking oldish.
As you can see, things were getting worse. Once the rain stopped, we carried on. Not long after we set off again, we encountered a tiny little bird that was about to be eaten by a dog.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we found a bird that does not give a fuck. I haven't stolen it, we're going to take it somewhere away from the dog that was barking. This dude is so chill about being in a human hand.
Well, just in case.
Yeah, we're going to put it down somewhere away from the dog.
I want to find somewhere that has like not as thick grass. Oh my god!
You do not
Look
give
at
a
that.
fuck.
Look at that! I think it might be a baby or something. Might be flashing. He's feeling a bit unsteady on his feet. There you go. There you go.
After we saved that bird's bloodline, things really did take a turn for the worst. Time went by, and by 8 PM we were still 9 miles from our campsite. We were never going to make it on time. We got desperate. We must have rung at least 30 taxi companies in a 20-mile radius on a Tuesday evening, hoping for just one to say yes to giving us a lift from the middle of nowhere. We tried for hours, with no success. I put the camera away as it was getting dark and we were all in agreement that we would have to wild camp. We trekked and found somewhere. However, there was no room for our one-man tents to all put up individually. So we all had to sleep in Rob's teepee. So we found a spot, we propped it up, we ate some of the worst rations I have ever eaten and went to bed.
Here lay 3 stupid men in one tent, because we, as you can see,
There's no fucking room.
there's no fucking room for anything else other than the one teepee tent that we had. So,
I suppose on a brighter note, I turned 25 today.
yeah, we woke up.
And he's in the roughest shape of his life.
Yeah,
I am fucked, man.
yeah.
He's aged about a year and a day.
Yeah.
So now we are gonna call a taxi to get to Church Stretton, and
Well,
then
if we can get a taxi from here, we got to get to the petrol station first to buy a load of supplies, haven't we?
yeah, we've run out of food.
I haven't.
Rob hasn't,
I've packed enough for like fucking extra days compared to the 5 that we were meant to be doing originally.
yeah, we packed.
Boy, my back is fucked.
Yeah. Okay.
Morning.
So we got lost yesterday after that house. Actually, no, before the house we got lost, and
We took shelter in the house from the rain.
yeah, and then when it stopped raining, we carried on, and we realised we're not going to get to the campsite. We're actually like how far away
About 20 kilometres, 30 kilometres.
from the campsite?
Yeah, man.
20 kilometres short of the campsite. We managed to find a nice open space where we could sleep
So we
for
did
the
that
night.
rough.
So we did that. We wild camped. We had to. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. After we got the teepee packed away, we set off to buy more food. We were all in agreement that this trip has now changed. It was no longer a lovely walk to Aberystwyth. It was now make it to Aberystwyth by any means necessary. This called for one thing only: a taxi.
So what's happened?
Well, we're very tired. We've got to town. We've had some food. And by food I mean chocolate and jelly babies.
Kit Kat,
Kit Kat.
Mars bar, jelly babies. We got told the butcher's was open. We wanted a hot pork fucking pie, or any kind of fucking pie. But it was closed. On the one day that we're here, it was closed. If we've ordered a taxi for 2 o'clock, it's currently not 11 o'clock in the morning. So we're gonna sit around and wait for this taxi to Church Stretton. And then when we get to Church Stretton, we're gonna go to a pub, have a few pints and a meal, and then fuck off to the campsite.
Yeah. So the hike has turned into a holiday.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
Yeah. I mean, it was meant to be a holiday. It was meant to be a holiday.
We just found out fairly quickly that hiking isn't a holiday.
Hiking is not a holiday, especially with these bags. Yeah. We're all in serious amount of pain.
I've got 2 blisters on one toe.
Yeah. Hurts to walk, hurts to...
Our taxi came, and we had a lovely ride in a nice warm car and a cheerful driver to our next campsite, which would have been our second campsite if not for the loss of one's direction. And finally, after all of that commotion from the day before, we made it to the campsite.
So, this is what has come of our trip. It is now raining and it will not stop. We had to put the tents up in the rain, which was not very fun, but we fucking did it. Hopefully they don't get too wet. It's raining pretty good. You can probably hear it. So we got the taxi from Ditton Priors to Church Stretton, and then we had a lovely steak in a pub, and then we set off, and then it started to rain and it wouldn't stop. So 10 minutes I'm walking. Right.
How's everybody?
Alright. We got a little bit of the way to Little Stretton, and then thought, fuck this, let's get the bus. So we got the bus instead, waiting 10 minutes in the rain. And then we went to a pub.
And after a short while, we went to the pub. We ate a lovely pie, we went back to our tents, got in our sleeping bags, and passed the fuck out. This was the next morning.
This was our setup. This is what we managed to get up while the rain was going on. We did ask for somewhere under a tree so that we could have, like maybe there, so we could have a little shelter from the rain while putting the things up, and he said nope. You are in the most open area you can possibly be in. Obviously they're designated areas and rain is not accounted for, so it's not a big deal. But at the time it wasn't great news. Show us your feet, Elliot. Ta-da!
No bags.
No bin bags! He finally dried out. Or his shoes did. Compare your shoes. Mine are sound. His, there's no, like my ankle is about there. His ankle is right there. That's how much more support I had than you. Then, ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday,
Thursday evening.
Thursday evening. We've had a whole day of doing jack shit, which has been fantastic. Now we've had our special hot noodles. Itsu Eat Beautiful rice noodles. But look at this, man! Why are there so many fucking flying ants on this guy's tent?
Banging, mate.
Right, yeah, Rob reckons they're trying to get to a clear place so that they can fuck. So I've renamed Rob's teepee as the Fuck Mountain. That's what I've done.
There's plenty of women who've called me that too.
The Fuck Mountain. Oh man.
I don't even know how to take that.
It's also what Cersei said to the mountain after he
I
killed.
then decided to tell a very bad joke referencing the Game of Thrones character, the Mountain. It did not land as I expected. Here is a big hill. So we stayed at our campsite for 2 nights, and on the Friday morning we all agreed to get the train. Our efforts of walking as far as we did had left us broken, battered and brittle. We were shattered. Our dream was to walk to Wales. Our dream was to stroll into the final campsite as champions, to have our friends waiting there and see us and praise us for our efforts and adventure. We would share stories from our quest and have a hot feast over a fire. But no, we ended up walking 35 kilometres. Nevertheless, we made it to Aberystwyth.
Fucking 8 seagulls.
Slightly underwhelmed, we kept up with the theme and got the bus to the final campsite. In other words, we'd made it.
We made it. We fucking made it. We fucking made it. Oh my god, this is the last time we're gonna have to put these tents up.
Happy days.
Fucking is, man. Fucking is.
Don't know where the fuck we go.
Neither. Is it checking over there?
I'm going to take a guess and say checking is over there, but I'm not sure.
Is that the shower? Oh my god.
So the ladies are
Safe to say neither of us 3 used that shower. We took a nice lovely stroll to the local beach while waiting for the others that were coming for only the weekend. We found a log and some large rocks, and Elliot decided to make a game. The rules are simple. Knock the rocks off the log using other rocks. Here's how it went.
Hey!
After this, we got the word that our friends were arriving soon, so we hightailed it back to the campsite to meet them. And once all of our luxury accommodations were pegged into the ground, we went to bed. It was the morning of the Saturday. We were all shattered, but apparently not that shattered. As the night time came, we decided collectively to get absolutely slaughtered. This is where the narration ends and the fun begins.
We're fucking pissed! We're pissed! So fucking pissed!
Virginia.